I don't usually record messages at this hour. The night has its own rhythm, and I tend to respect it. But something about this moment feels intentional, like it wasn't meant to wait for daylight. There's a reason this is coming through now, and it centers on you. There is a rare quality about you that most people struggle to define. It isn't just confidence, and it isn't simply talent. It's something quieter, but far more powerful. When your name comes up in conversation, it carries weight. People speak about you with a certain tone, curiosity mixed with admiration, sometimes even disbelief. Before they truly know you, they've already formed an impression that feels larger than ordinary. What's fascinating is that many don't fully believe that impression until they meet you in real life. It's almost as if you exist first as an idea, a reputation, or a presence that travels ahead of you. Then when you actually stand in front of them, speaking, laughing, being completely human, there's a moment of realization. You're not just a story they've heard or an image they've imagined. You're real, grounded, tangible, and that realization often surprises them. You may not see this about yourself because to you, you're simply living your life, but your energy leaves an imprint. People remember how conversations with you felt. They remember your perspective. They remember the atmosphere shifting slightly when you enter a space. You don't demand attention. It naturally gravitates toward you. That kind of presence can't be manufactured. It develops from depth, experience, and authenticity. There's also something multidimensional about you. You don't fit easily into a single label or expectation. The more someone observes you, the more layers they discover. That's part of what keeps people intrigued. You are relatable, yet there's something about you that feels elevated, like you operate with a quiet awareness that others are still learning to access. The message here isn't about ego or status. It's about recognition. You underestimate how significant your presence is in other people's lives. You may think you're just another person moving through the world, but to many, you represent something memorable. Not loud, not dramatic, just distinctly impactful. There's a moment right before a curtain rises when everything feels suspended. The air is still, the lights are warming, and no one knows exactly what's about to happen. But something is about to shift. That's the energy surrounding you right now. Not chaos, not pressure, anticipation. You're entering a phase where being seen is no longer optional. For a long time, you may have operated comfortably in your own lane, focused, building, evolving without needing constant acknowledgement. But now, attention is finding you naturally. Not because you chased it, but because what you've cultivated has reached a point where it can't stay hidden. What makes this compelling is that your presence doesn't feel manufactured. It feels organic, like something grown rather than assembled. There's a grounded quality to you, steady, thoughtful, self-contained. People sense that. In a world where so much feels exaggerated, your authenticity stands out sharply. You don't try to dominate a room, yet rooms adjust when you enter them. The interesting part is your adjustment. Visibility requires a different posture. When more eyes are watching, you become more aware of yourself, how you speak, how you move, how you're interpreted. That awareness can feel unfamiliar at first, almost like learning how to carry your own reflection. But instead of shrinking, you're adapting. You're learning how to remain natural while being observed. There's also momentum building beneath the surface. A spark of ambition, creativity, or direction is gaining strength. This isn't random recognition, it's aligned recognition. The effort you've put into your growth is beginning to show results in tangible ways. Opportunities, conversations, acknowledgments, they're not coincidences, they're responses. Imagine this. You're standing at the edge of a moment that feels larger than yourself, a shift in the air you can almost see. If this is your first time encountering this message, welcome. There's a quiet electricity here, just for you. Even if there are hundreds of words before you, somehow this one has found its way to you at the perfect time. There's a sense that life is nudging you, directing energy your way, compelling you to respond in ways you haven't before. Right now, you might feel slightly off balance, like your words or actions don't fully match your inner rhythm. That's okay. It's part of an adjustment period, a subtle recalibration, as though the universe has turned a spotlight on you. You're being seen in ways that are new, unexpected, and even a little dazzling. And yes, there's recognition on the horizon. Someone or something will notice you, not in a vague, distant sense, but in a direct, unmistakable way. If you come across this message, pay attention to the next 2 weeks. Something or someone might appear and say exactly what your heart needs to hear, drawing you into a moment of acknowledgement and clarity. This is more than coincidence. There's a transformation happening within you, a heart awakening that is reshaping the way you move through life. The attention, the recognition, the energy, it all stems from that inner shift. What you're experiencing isn't just external, it's a reflection of a deeper change, one that requires you to tune in, listen, and move with the subtle currents of your own light. Take a deep breath. Step into the awareness that the universe is aligning around you. The next 2 weeks hold potential encounters that could feel startling, beautiful, or even a little surreal. But trust this. It's all part of your unfolding. And even after 14 days, don't forget this feeling. Keep it with you. It is yours, uniquely, as you continue to grow into the energy that has always been waiting for you. Something incredible is happening inside you. Imagine a luminous energy gathering at your chest, pushing outwards like sunlight breaking through a storm. For a long time, your heart has been wrapped in a protective armor, a shell designed to shield you from hurt. But now, that shell is shattering. You're stepping into a moment where vulnerability becomes power, and every crack in that armor lets light pour through, brighter than you ever imagined. Picture this: a tiny creature trapped inside an egg, trembling as it struggles to emerge. Then suddenly it bursts free, stretching, shaking off every piece of the shell, facing the world with pure wonder. That's the image that mirrors your own journey. You are breaking through, shedding the layers that once held you back, and stepping into a radiant energy that feels almost otherworldly. And there's a twist, a hint of magic from a time long before this world existed. Dragons, ancient reptilians, dinosaurs, they appear not as threats, but as guides. Their presence is timeless, elemental, as if they've been waiting to witness this transformation. The energy you're tapping into is primal, fierce, and yet profoundly freeing. It's as if the universe itself is applauding your courage to break open. With each fragment of the old shell that falls away, recognition flows toward you. People, opportunities, moments that once seemed distant are now aligning with your path. The more your heart opens, the more your light becomes impossible to ignore. And even as you continue to adjust to this new brilliance, there's a certainty. You're moving toward a chapter that will honor your courage, your authenticity, and the power of your own heart. Right now, something profound is unfolding within you, a subtle but undeniable heart awakening. You may notice it as a shift in your chest, a heaviness that urges you to breathe deeper, to stretch, to expand. Your body itself seems to be unlocking, opening pathways you didn't even realize were closed. Think of it as energy moving through you, gently but insistently, guiding you toward a new rhythm. There's a practice, a movement, a pose, something that opens the heart, loosens the chest, and releases what has held you back. Even if you've never done yoga, imagine yourself lifting, stretching, allowing every fiber of your chest to expand. With each breath, with each stretch, the shell that's guarded your heart begins to dissolve. And as it falls away, a brilliant light radiates outward, a light unlike anything you've projected before. This isn't ordinary brightness, it's magnetic. It draws people toward you effortlessly, like flames to a moth. The frequency you're now vibrating at is one of pure radiance, of love that beams from your heart and commands attention. People notice it. They are drawn to it. And it's different from any recognition you've experienced before, because this comes from a place of authenticity, not performance. You've always been remarkable. Even before this awakening, people felt your presence. Your name, your energy, the way you move through the world, it has always left an imprint. There's a sweetness to your essence, a resonance people remember instinctively, almost addictively. But now, this light you're emitting is amplified, luminous, impossible to ignore. It's not about chasing attention. It's about allowing the natural pull of your heart's energy to attract the right connections, the right moments, the right people. A brilliant light is rising from within you, a glow so vivid it almost hums. It's warm, alive, and unmistakably yours. But here's the thing, it's so bright that it feels new, almost unfamiliar, like stepping into the sun after years in the shade. There's a pause, a hesitation, a moment of adjustment. Your energy is asking you to find comfort in this brilliance, to stretch, to expand, to claim the space you've always been destined to hold. Picture yourself as a figure that has been frozen, stiff, waiting for the right moment to move. Slowly, almost imperceptibly at first, you begin to loosen, to flow, to awaken muscles and spaces in your chest and throat that haven't moved in years. Each breath is like oil on gears, each word you speak like water, breaking through ice. You're discovering how to speak from your heart in a way that feels effortless and exhilarating, unlocking a new layer of your voice that carries your light outward. This is not just talking, this is radiating. Every word, every tone, every pulse of sound from your throat is infused with the love and energy that live in your chest. It's magnetic. It draws attention without trying. People feel it before they hear it, sensing the power of a heart fully open and a voice fully alive. And the most exciting part? This is a new frontier. You've always shared yourself in the world, but this is different. This is raw, radiant, and boundary-breaking. The edges of your heart are expanding into uncharted territory, exploring how to communicate your truth with clarity, courage, and resonance. The light flowing through you is stunning, and it's reshaping the way you connect, the way the world responds, and even the way you move through your own life. You're stepping into a rhythm that is wholly your own, a dance of heart and voice in perfect harmony. There's a radiant energy flowing through you right now, a heartbeat of light that feels almost alive. It's the sensation of your chest expanding, of your heart stretching open, shining in ways you haven't felt before. Imagine standing in a vast dark room, the night pressing against the windows, and suddenly a single spotlight locks onto you. Everything else fades into shadow. You can't see what's behind it, what's surrounding it. All that exists is this brilliant illumination centered on you. That's the energy that's moving through you, raw, powerful, and magnetic. It feels like a stage. You don't need to be a performer by trade. This isn't literal, but the energy is unmistakably theatrical. There's a pull, a presence, a kind of awe that comes from stepping fully into your light. The spotlight doesn't just reveal you. It magnifies the energy you carry, the love you radiate, and the heart you are learning to trust. And even in the unknown, the darkness beyond the light, there's excitement, not fear. There's potential, attention, recognition, all drawn toward the brilliance of your awakened heart. What's remarkable is how grounded you are in all of this. Beneath the glow of your heart and the intensity of your rising energy, there's a deep-rooted strength anchoring you. Your roots run deep into the earth, securing you, stabilizing you, giving you the courage to shine without depending on others for validation. And that's why this spotlight energy works for you. You're ready to be fully seen, fully expressed, fully recognized, without losing your center. This awakening didn't happen overnight. For months, even years, you've been cultivating strength, healing, and alignment within yourself. You've worked on your self-worth, your personal power, your connection to your own energy. You've cleared space in your sacral and root centers, and now that work is ascending, moving into your solar plexus, your heart, your throat. You are unlocking new ways to shine, to speak, to radiate, and to magnetically draw in what belongs to you. The feeling is intoxicating, almost playful. It's as if the spirits, the universe, the energy around you are dancing with you, urging you to step forward, to feel the fullness of your chest, to move with the confidence of someone who has done the internal work and is finally ready to bask in their own light. This is your moment. This is your stage. And even if no one is watching yet, the spotlight has found you, and the energy of the world is already bending to your radiance. Right now, something extraordinary is unfolding within you. Imagine a shell that once encased your heart, strong, protective, familiar, finally cracking open. It doesn't just break, it releases a flood of light, warmth, and possibility. The world has shifted for you. Suddenly, the doors that felt locked, the dreams that felt distant, the visions you held quietly in your heart, they are now within reach. The energy you're stepping into is electric, exhilarating, and deeply liberating. This is a full circle moment, a culmination of years of inner work, of healing, of learning to root yourself firmly in your own truth. You've strengthened your foundation, anchored your energy deep into the earth. And now, rising from that grounded place, your heart radiates a frequency that is rare, magnetic, and impossible to ignore. People are drawn toward it without knowing why. They speak your name before meeting you, feel your energy before seeing you, and yet, when they finally do encounter you in person, they are stunned by your authenticity, There's a depth, a nuance, a rare intricacy to your presence, like a gemstone with countless hidden facets that glimmer differently depending on how the light hits it. You are a living legend, not in legend alone, but in reality. The kind of person whose energy is remembered, whose authenticity leaves a lasting impression, whose very existence makes others pause and take notice. But what makes this awakening so remarkable is the subtlety of it. This isn't about being flashy or seeking attention. It's about stepping into your natural radiance, the light that was always yours, and allowing it to shine with confidence and clarity. The process of unrusting yourself is ongoing. Some parts of you may still feel stiff, unfamiliar, or awkward. That is exactly where the magic is happening. These are the edges of your growth, the spaces where your old patterns give way to new expansions of being. Let the discomfort be your guide. It signals that you are evolving, stretching into forms of expression and heart opening that you've never explored before. Each moment of weirdness, each new feeling is proof that your energy is shifting, your heart is unshackling, and your authentic self is finally emerging. What's next for you is both thrilling and natural, sharing this heart with the world. The energy that flows from you is magnetic. It draws people, opportunities, and experiences into alignment with your light. You are learning not just to radiate, but to speak from the heart with clarity, courage, and love. Every interaction becomes an extension of your brilliance. Every word carries the resonance of your inner truth. Every gesture is a reflection of the freedom you've claimed. Step into this moment fully. Your heart has broken free. Your roots are strong, and the spotlight of life is now illuminating exactly who you are. You are rare, intricate, and luminous beyond measure. You are no longer contained by the shell that once protected you. You are fully alive, fully radiant, and entirely unstoppable.